point of care setting, not to mention the biohazards that are listed in the test itself. And so there was that piece of it. And then the other piece was that there was the school did not provide, or the board didn't provide proper informed consent. So although it was voluntary, they did not let parents or families know the risks involved in administering these tests to their children. So
I mean, they didn't tell you that cramming something up someone's nose could be a problem?
Exactly. And so I had like asked them to at least address this issue with families and send out an email saying that stating the risks around the tests, and they didn't do that. Then I eventually got the superintendent on the phone, and like I laid it out to her. I go onto the CDC website. There's the informed consent form for these tests right on there. And I know, Rebecca, you had like suggested that I look at the Health Care Consent Act.
Yeah,
I did, and I couldn't find specifically what I was looking for, but I kind of
Section 11, informed consent.
Anyway,
now you know.
Yeah, thank you. So I'd alluded to that in our conversation. Anyway, it was just interesting that she retired 2 weeks after that. So whether that was just something in the works for her or not, but I haven't pursued it further with the new superintendent, but like there is some really obvious liability there. It's just, I mean, I don't have the funds as an individual parent to do anything, but
well, you do.
All claims court is like $100.
Yeah. And you fought
with the progressive NOLs. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's $100. It may be a little bit more challenging because you would need to find where she lives, but you could certainly, if there's a new because the new person is still doing the same shit, then you can go after her. And because it's a public role, you can do to the living human soul acting as the superintendent.
Yeah. So, I should do that. I should, take it to the next step and do that. I think for me, it was kind of like when I finally had to, my son was sick and I had to call the school, and this just happened a few weeks ago. And they're like, well, you have to rapid antigen test for him to come back, in 24 hours. And I said, listen, I'm not doing that. And I explained to her the problem and the conversation I had with the superintendent. I said, so I'm sending my son to school tomorrow, and you can assume whatever you want about the test. And she said, okay. And my son went to school, and
good.
I don't know. You just like, so that was a conversation I had with the principal. And I just think, it helps to have these conversations with the administrators, right? Because it makes them realize that like what's happening is wrong, and people know about it, that, there are parents that know. And another just quick thing I wanted to mention too, is that like our school board now is putting a big push on mental health and resilience. And so I thought like an interesting or like a powerful angle, because we can't fight, like if we were trying to always use the science to,
we don't use the science at all. We don't use the science at all. You don't need to. It doesn't matter the science. Even if the science is right, I don't care. These are my rights.
Yeah.
Period.
And so a good angle around like sidestepping the science is coercion, and using the argument with regards to coercion and mental health. And it was interesting. They had a mental health woman speaking on a Zoom to parents the other night. And I asked her, I said, so, and she was speaking about resilience. And I said, so how do you, how would you like achieve resilience in the face of coercion? And she said, and I didn't say anything about the vax mandates, but her response was, well, the two are completely discordant. Like you can't have one. You can't have them both. It's either you have one or the other. And I went, thank you. So she said it right there. So you know what I mean? Like it's like all these kids.
they don't even understand that they're the ones that are doing it. They don't
No.
understand it in their minds. So, Nicole, I think you might want to join Scott's, if you're free, join Scott's Zoom on Monday, because it sounds like you guys are on the same page and having a similar, same but different problem, right? And then you guys can, like, it'd be great just to like start that connection with other parents. And of course,
Definitely, yeah.
and we're always here too. We're always here for you, but that might be great just to connect with the parents and tell them what you did and tell them how, I'm having these conversations and I'm holding their feet to the fire and asking them pointed questions. Because
Yeah, we have to keep doing it.
Yes.
The
And
conversations are really important, and exactly holding their feet to the fire and not making it easy for them.
Yeah. So you get in touch with Scott, and then you guys can connect on Monday.
Yeah, I'm on your Facebook already. So, okay. I just wanted to share all that. Thanks.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Take care. Francois.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Just a quick one for in response of Scotty, what Scott was talking about, the scientific report they need in law case. You can go to fddlp.org. You can find report from top international scientific for free. The foundation gave it for free. They already pay at least $800,000.
Oh my God. I just screwed up, Rebecca.
What?
I was trying to adjust the settings and I think I just removed everybody.
No, they're all here.
No.
Everybody's right here.
Okay, because it says remove on my screen. No, I'll hit cancel.
Yeah, hit cancel.
Sorry.
Amanda,
Sorry to interrupt.
Do we have to take away the controls?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm just gonna message this person back and say they're out for the night and I can't fix it.
Okay. Crisis diverted. Okay.
I can wrap it up quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Scientific report.
Yeah.
I just want to wrap it up quickly. They are available for free for everybody. The foundation already pay for that, and that's from international top scientific. Just go to fddlp.org. You can find this. It covers everything.
Someone put it in the chat. So it's in the chat now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
It covers everything. It's free. It's free. If you need it in your case, you can use it or just email them for more information about that.
Thank you so much, Francois.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
As someone said, merci.
Merci.
Hi, PK. How are you?
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
I'm good, thanks. How are you guys?
Good.
Good. I just wanted to kind of ask, so hope it's not like too off topic, but the relationship between the like school trustees and then the actual board, like the actual board implements decisions and the trustee is there for like more of a guardian role. Is that correct?
Sorry, say it again.
Like I basically, there's a gap in my understanding of like what the relationship between like the trustee is and the actual like school board that is enacting certain rules.
It's my understanding the trustees sit on the board. So you have the school board with the trustees, and then the trustees. By the way, the trustees could be there's student trustees, and then there's faculty. Actually, you could have people who are not faculty too.
The role of the trustees is public representation. So, and that's not just parents. That's everyone in the city or in that region.
Yeah. Gotcha. And the trustees are the board members, basically.
Yeah, I'm not sure who else is there, like faculty, et cetera. There's the chief educational officer, there's secretaries, et cetera. So there's more people on the board, but the trustees are the direct representation of the public So
And
they're supposed to be our voice.
yeah, and they have students, like they'll have like student representatives as well, which sadly, the student representatives, they're fully on board. The ones I've been seeing are fully on board with this nonsense.
Well, with the vote for the OCD SB, they voted against it.
Oh,
But
that's good.
unfortunately, their votes didn't count because they're
Why?
student trustees. But they
Mm,
voted against
mm.
unanimously. There was two of them.
I was
Yeah.
going to say we need Josh to run for
Yes,
city
actually,
council.
I spoke with Josh, and he would have been here tonight, but he had something else. But he said he'll probably be here next week. So, yeah, so
Really cool young man we met on the hill on Saturday. Take it away.
very, very cool. And Amanda, did I tell you that I'm digressing a little bit, but he actually organized the Ontario students, like the walkouts. So
Yes.
he's already been doing activism. If anyone saw the videos from the weekend, there was shenanigans.
Rebecca had way too much fun, folks. Let me just say.
And so there was a young man, 16 years old, and the Peterborough Protection Services, I mean Parliament Protection Services. Sorry, guys, slipped to my tongue. Anyway, they illegally searched him. I wouldn't let him on the hill because he had some kind of flimsy little gas mask in his bag. These guys were just like
from like World War I.
mall cops on steroids. And then we end up getting his contact information because he had recorded the whole incident. And anyway, so I was talking to him and asking him if he'd be interested in starting like a youth group, which he's already kind of done anyway. So hopefully he'll be on next week. So anyone here who has young adult children, not children, young adult offspring. I don't like using the word kids. And then I feel like children is for little ones, but
Youth.
you know, youth. If anyone's got any youth who want to take up a movement and go after the criminals, yeah, let us know and we could pass it over to Josh. I'm pretty sure he's on board. Like I said, he's already been doing it, and he's just one of those young people that you're like, hell yeah. So adolescence, Ute. He's a Ute. Isn't that?
He's a natural activist.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci, that's it. He's a Ute. Anyway, I digress.
So, I kind of had like a related follow-up. I'm wondering, like, this whole board with the school system, do hospitals have the same thing? And universities and like basically any public agency is going to basically have the same kind of structure?
That's a good question. I suspect you may be correct. Let me look this up. Hospital board. Yep, hospital board of directors. Here you go.
And there's like public trustees.
Here you go. Wait. Hospital board is the only Canadian province with an independent voluntary governance model for hospitals. Public Hospital Act, a board of directors, now referred to as board, must oversee individual hospitals. So there you go.
Well, okay, so they have a board of directors. I get that, but I mean, like, do they have public trustees? Like, is there?
Well, they're independent. So let's see here.
No.
Let's see what it says. Trustees. There you go. Let's see. Is this Canada? So they let me just see.